Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And for the Grizzlies, Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. And it's Landale in at center. Grant, this season seems to be off to a strong start. Teams are coming together pretty quickly.
You know, B.A., what other choice is there? The competition is fierce in this league, so it's sink or swim right away the moment the season starts.
Now here's Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Jackson against Harris. Jackson can't get it to go. Outside Robinson. Harris on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Cunningham is doubled. Detroit moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson outside. Here's Duren. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Back to Morant. Banked it in off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Cunningham. No good on the fadeaway.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Jackson with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Jackson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. He tries for 3. And the dunk by Duren.
Good luck dealing with Duren on the offensive glass. That's just an outstanding job staying with the play.
Outside Wells. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back over to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by Detroit. And here's Morant outside. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Cunningham outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Morant, pass to Landale. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Morant from deep. And again it's Memphis missing. And here's Detroit. They're on a 12-4 run. And they doubled up Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Harris outside. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. For three, here's Harris. Kicks it out to Cunningham. They grab their own miss. Cunningham on the wing. They shoot again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, they're getting pummeled on the offensive board so far.
Grizzlies trail by 10. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Morant. And Cunningham pulls it down.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Harris. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall. Harris has got 5 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's time to get down to the Let's go.
And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. In third, Memphis.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morant's got 6 points.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim. Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Morant, the pass to Landale. Jackson with a screen on Cunningham. From deep, Morant. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Oh, from deep. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And they've quickly gathered 8 second chance points thus far.
Here's the pick. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, you've got two teams, one from each conference, trying to reach that upper echelon. Should be an interesting matchup.
Thompson, no good.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Oh, great body control, good timing, Jackson really works the pick and roll to perfection.
Robinson for three. The rebound by Jackson.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
For three, Robinson. Out to Thompson. Hey, expanding his range. Duren, the pass to Harris. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Pass to Morant. To the paint. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 8 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Cunningham outside. And here's Thompson for three. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. A line change here for Memphis. Detroit also making some changes. Holland comes in for Thompson. And Karis LeVert is subbed in for Robinson. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 10-point game. And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Grizzlies made multiple moves over the last year to free up salary, and they put it to good use this summer with extensions for Jaren Jackson Jr. and Santi Aldama, not to mention signing free agent guard Ty Jerome. Now, trading away Desmond Bane hurt, but this team should continue to be a factor.
They play with swagger. Okay, Shams, thank you. Aldama outside, beyond the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Pistons lead by 7. Cunningham, right side. From about 16, Aldama grabs the board. And here's Memphis. Right now on a 9-0 run. Pass to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. There's a minute 59 left in the first. Back to Williams. Just 3 to shoot. Jackson can't get it to go. And the Pistons shooting right around 42% in the first. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Jones comes in for Harris. And Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. We've got 1:23 left now in the first quarter. The Pistons lead by 7. Sasser outside. Stewart outside. 10 feet away. That one a little long. And here are the Grizzlies. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Aldama outside. And he lays it up and in. Aldama's got 5.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to LeVert. The 3. Memphis with a rebound.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Williams passes to Conchar. Shoots from the line. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. And here's Sasser. Here's Jones. Conchar pulls it in. Here's Williams. A good-looking shot from the wing.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. And during that quarter, he was everywhere, just wreaking havoc. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
We've got Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama out there with Williams. Then it's John Conchar. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And Detroit making a change here.
Now to the lineup for the Pistons. Number 20, Taz Williams.
On defense, Detroit. To the right side. Williams from long range. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Sasser left side. The 3 ball. The rebound by Jackson. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
LeVert outside. The floater. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis leading. Pass to Aldama. And here's Conchar. Sasser defending. Jackson the screen. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter. Sasser outside. LeVert outside. Back to Sasser. Picked by Stewart to stop the run. And again, no good by Detroit. Memphis leading by 4. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Connects from downtown.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the gameplay.
We have the
to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Now here's Cunningham. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Orlando.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Williams with it. He's watched by Cunningham. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Now here's Stewart. He had 9 points in his last time out. Inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
At 6'6", Cunningham is one of the taller point guards. It allows him to see the floor so well.
Conchar outside. To the inside. Jackson. Fades back. No good off the glass. Pistons trail by 7. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Williams against Cunningham. And that one's good. Stewart.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 12-4 run. Jackson outside. Picked by Aldama. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Robinson. Takes the 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising. No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
To the middle. Here's Holland. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Checked in for Detroit. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. Detroit, second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
That free throw, no good. Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Outside Robinson. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Thompson finds Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Here's Morant. No luck on that one. Good D by Cunningham. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game. Launches a 3. Cash from Cunningham on the 3-ball.
And look at how he's evolved from his rookie year. Cade is so much more confident in his 3.
Now Morant. 9 points in the game. Caldwell Pope for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Duren. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Orlando. Thompson outside. Sinks it from distance.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
They set the pick. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Duren with a rebound.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Cunningham outside. Takes a 13-footer. It's hauled in by Landale. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Now here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Oh, forget the 3s, Jaren. Hammer them down low. Great possession, big fella.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for Holland. Duran with it. Give him 8. Harris outside. Robinson finds some space. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Wells. Left side Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got his 16th rebound on the night. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duran is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Detroit has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you, B.A.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Morant, following the score by Detroit. Outside, Caldwell Pope. The 9-footer's on the mark. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter. Detroit shooting 42% in the second quarter. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. To the paint. And there's a 3-second violation. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. And then Monday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And that game against the Rockets seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
Now here's Aldama. 7 points in the game. Down low. From the arc. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Harris. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So we'll see Tobias Harris go to the line here. It's on Contavious Caldwell Pope. Detroit shooting their first free throw in this game.
Tobias Harris at the line for 1.
One shot. Five ticks left to play in the first half. 1 second left. The shot won't fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Pistons ahead, up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please guys, your attention to center court. And get ready for the third half-court shot. One more, please. The next shot. One more time, around the ball for our contestant.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
And taking a look at Memphis, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
This is why you run the offense through him. He makes great decisions with the ball in his hands. He doesn't telegraph what he's going to do. He can pass it, he can shoot it, and the defense is on their heels all game.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Setting the floor for Detroit. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at center, filling out the middle.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
And here's Cunningham. Inside, Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Jalen Wells. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Memphis trailing here. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Landale. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end this cold spell for the lead. Drains the triple. Landale's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Harris outside. Cunningham on the wing. Hounded by Morant. Releases. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Cunningham's got 14 points.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
Now here's Wells. Jackson for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris from outside the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. They set the pick. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Harris. 11 points in the game. Back to Cunningham. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. And it's in there. He has 7.
They're playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Cunningham outside. Duren Jackson with a screen on Moran. Here's Cunningham. Oh, Cade powers it in.
You can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
Moran, he's open, and there's Memphis with another bucket.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Last season, the Pistons winning a few playoff games for the first time since 2008.
Yeah, that's right. In the preceding 16 seasons, only 3 playoff appearances, and they were swept each time. This is a long time coming for Detroit. A team now that can not only make the postseason, but potentially make some noise.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. See the breeze in your face while you wrist lock. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Oh, we down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10.
And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
And so it's Detroit with it, trailing by 2. Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Duren. And he drains him. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now here's Jackson. 17 points in the game. Moran. The electric Ja Moran.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Harris. Thompson outside. Outside Robinson. There's Cunningham with a 3. Knocks down the triple. Cunningham's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he is a guy who typically needs the ball in his hand, so it's good to see Cunningham as a catch-and-shoot option.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Pistons leading. Pass to Robinson. Now Harris. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Landale. Landale's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Left side, Moran. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Wells, defended by Thompson. And Morant laces the triple.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
And Duren with the basket on the assist by Cunningham. Duren's got 12 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Back to Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Thompson outside. And he's going for the oop here.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. And the Grizzlies shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Pistons trail by 3. Outside Robinson. Thompson right side. Good D by Wells. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Pass to Morant. Jackson outside. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Thompson. There's Jackson with the 3.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
Here's Harris for 3. Robinson sinks the tray. Robinson's got 10 points.
You have to stay connected with him out there, or he will roast you.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Nifty move. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Wells. And a switch here also for Detroit. LeVert's checked in for Cade Cunningham.
And Morant remains one of the most explosive guards in the league. A fearless competitor who doesn't back down from anyone and has unlimited confidence.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 5. Harris misses. Conchar outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Morant against Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Morant. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Harris on the wing. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Memphis leading. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Detroit with the ball. After Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. Harris finds Duren. Now here's Thompson. Duren, the screen. The 11-footer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Morant. He's got 21. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. Three-pointer. Duren with a rebound.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
Back to Thompson. Now Now here's Duran. Conchar covers. Outside Robinson. 4-3. Buries it from 3. Robinson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, with that body type, you wouldn't think that Duran is an elite passer, but he shows you he is more than capable for his position.
The Pistons trailing. Robinson passes to LeVert. Here's Harris. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Yeah, Harris has that big, strong frame, and he knows how to overpower even tight defense.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The Grizzlies, second.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Pass to Conchar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Stewart. Jackson against LeVert. A minute 39 left in the third. Harris, a screen on Jackson. And here's LeVert for 3. The shot comes out. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Aldama. Here's Jackson. The 3. LeVert with a rebound. Here's Holland. Williams defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. And Detroit making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Well, the Grizzlies shooting efficiently, 50% so far. 58 seconds left in the third. From 12 feet, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Pass to Sasser. Now Stewart. 4 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. Jackson outside. Shoots over Holland. Conchar outside to stop the drought. The rebound by Detroit. Sasser outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Jaren Jackson. John Conchar is out there with Williams. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass to Conchar. Now Williams to take the lead. Drops in the three. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Now here's Cunningham. Baseline try. Memphis with a rebound. Conchar's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Aldama outside. Williams from long range. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Stewart to the wing, right side. Detroit moving the ball around. Picked by Stewart. Holland for 3. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And again, the Pistons missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jackson, the screen, fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Pistons trail by 7. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham can't get that one to fall. And here's Memphis now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Conchar. Jackson on the wing. That one's good. Nothing but net. 24 points for Jaren Jackson.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Back to Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. Memphis leading by 9. Pass to Conchar. Pulls up at the elbow. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And that one's long.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for him.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Now, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Now here's Cunningham. Taster outside. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Aldama outside. Pass to Jackson. The 3 is up. No rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got 6 rebounds now in the game. LeVert attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
Aldama outside. Shoots over Holland. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's LeVert for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Memphis leading by 4. Aldama outside. Jackson the screen. Fires for three. The rebound by Stewart.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Now Cunningham. Wing shot on the way. And right through it goes. Cunningham's got 11 points here in the second half.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Here's Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
And finished off by Stewart.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Jackson outside. Pass to Williams. Conchar outside. Three-pointer. Holland with a rebound. And here's Detroit. They're on a 13-4 run. Cunningham drives in. Count it, and the foul. John Conchar picks one up.
They're really working the paint now.
Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, B.A., on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
And Detroit making a change here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Sasser. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Morant. Flips one up, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. At the line for one.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
And what you respect about Cade Cunningham is that he puts his team on his back. He does everything he can to deliver whatever they need.
Now here's Jackson. And Jock Landale gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Now here's Cunningham. Harris passes to Cunningham. Clock at 6. And they doubled up Cunningham. And here's Thompson for 3. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Pass to Morant. Jacks up with 3. Nails it from 3. Morant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And that's his second 3 of the half. He is starting to cook from deep.
Now Harris lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him. Caldwell
Pope, the pass to Morant.
in these parts of the game.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Outside Duran. Cunningham against Moran.
What an injection of energy from Duran, working hard to find points for his team.
And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for Memphis. Here's Jackson. Takes the shot. Oh, it misses. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Now here's Wells. He's watched by Cunningham. Morant with it. 5 on the clock. 7-footer. It's cleared away by Thompson.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Cunningham. Can't get it to go. We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth. Moran against Duran. Ooh, it doesn't go. Pistons shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Duran with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Cunningham. Oh, he dropped in a sweet J.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Now here's Moran. Landale inside, working on Duran. Here's Moran. Releases from 15. Another chance. And yes, sir! Lays it up and in.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Now Duran. Sweet move! He gets the layup!
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Timeout called. Memphis. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Outside Morant. Beyond the arc. Oh, it doesn't go. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Timeout called. Memphis. They're behind by 5. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Jackson. He's off from 3. And so it's Detroit with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out of transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.